Hey everyone, welcome to the reading for today. We're going to see what is going on right now, what you guys need to know about. Keep in mind it's general. It could be past, present, or future for you, all right? Yeah, let's just see what you guys need to know, okay? So the last reading was quite heavy. Let's see if there's another message, all right? Something else going on in the collective today for you guys. What else is happening here? And I just heard the word forgiveness, okay? And the Three of Swords in reverse is the first card out. And at the bottom we have the Five of Wands. Okay, so this has to do with healing heartbreak, overcoming some sort of betrayal, or healing through something, all right? This has to do with giving something to someone, equal give and take, some sort of generosity, all right? But we do have money here. So we have abundance, career, okay? So something about money possibly, a fight, an argument, a disagreement. Let's see. Why is the Six of Swords? The Six of Swords. It's not the Six of Swords. It's the Three of Swords in reverse. Why is that here? We have a King of Wands in reverse. The Hermit, the Nine of Wands, and the Knight of Wands. So this has to do with you defending yourself, protecting yourself, taking some sort of action. Or this could be a King of Wands in reverse who doesn't want to stop doing something, all right? But I feel like we have the Hermit here as well, which kind of makes me feel like this has to do with isolation or going within, or this feels like protection in the sense of you feeling like you have to isolate yourself or be alone, or go somewhere where you're alone, where you can be a hermit in order to protect yourself, maybe, all right? Take some sort of action to protect yourself. And that could be like going somewhere where you're alone, or where you're a bit isolated from someone here who's very angry, very forceful. A King of Wands in the reverse, okay? Let's see, what's the Six of Pentacles? Bad memories of the past, and the Six of Swords came out. 666. Six of Pentacles, Six of Cups, Six of Swords, 666. Transition. Money. Giving something, receiving something. The Four of Wands. Yeah, bad memories of the past here. Or feeling trapped by the past. This has to do with leaving somewhere, all right? I feel like this is like leaving and going towards a community or a home or a safe space of some sorts. Like it looks like a sanctuary. It kind of feels like somebody leaving to go and be alone, to protect themselves, to going to some sort of a sanctuary or where you can find peace, okay? What's the Nine of Pentacles? The Queen of Cups in reverse. Strength. And the Star in reverse. So this is like being emotionally imbalanced, or a lack of healing, a lack of direction, a lack of purpose, a feeling of hopelessness. But the Nine of Pentacles is like independence. So somebody's strength comes from their independence, or your strength comes from your independence or your ability to maybe work. Like even if you feel hopeless, it's like, it's kind of given me like, even when you don't know where something's going to go, or you don't know how to heal something, or you don't know, like you feel a bit hopeless or a lack of perspective in life, it's like your strength is that you're set, like financially. It's like, no matter what happens to me, I know that I'm set financially. Like I can take care of myself. I'm independent. I have I have success in work. I can overcome anything because I have financial independence. So that's like something that you feel like you can rely on, like even if you don't know what else to do, or you don't know what's going to happen, or you feel some sort of hopelessness, a lack of direction. It's like, at least you have your finances, at least you have a sense of independence. Like as long as you have that, everything's going to be okay. Huh, okay. Tell me more about Three of Swords reverse, please. The Emperor. The Nine of Swords in reverse. Yeah, it's like coming out of a sense of anxiety, coming out of stress, worrying, overcoming fear, overcoming heartbreak. Okay, tell me more about that, please. Breakup and a separation. Abandonment. So, okay, so it looks like you went through a breakup here. But I feel like this breakup is part of the healing. So you breaking up and separating from someone is part of you coming out of the pain, coming out of the hurt and the betrayal, coming out of the fear and the worrying. And again, it's like you being alone is what's going to help you feel less scared, or feel like you can heal your heart, okay? Feeling protected. Yeah, this has to do with being strategic, taking a chance, taking a risk, being strategic about progressing and arriving and moving on. So this has to do with you not showing your hand, or being strategic when it comes to you moving forward here, or progressing, or moving on, getting away from someone. So you're trying to play your cards right, or you don't want to show your hand in something. When it comes to this breakup and the separation, it's like you're trying to be strategic here in a breakup in the way that you move forward, all right? Because you feel like you need to protect yourself. Yeah, this has to do with love. Okay. Love. Tell me more about needing to protect yourself here with the actions you take. Page of Cups in reverse. And the Devil. Yeah, because when someone gets rejected, they get evil. When someone gets rejected, they get very angry. They get vicious. Vicious. This person does not like not getting what they want or not getting their way, okay? When they don't get their way, or they feel rejected by you, they get vicious. They get vengeful. They get angry. So you might feel like you need to protect yourself by being alone, getting away from them. And you have to do this strategically. You have to play your cards right when you leave them, because The only way that you're going to get out of a sense of hurt and pain or stress and worrying is by getting away from them. Yeah, getting back to happiness. Okay, the sun, or seeing someone's true colors, or once you saw someone's true colors or their true nature, that's what helped you leave, I guess. Okay, so why is the Six of Pentacles here? The Five of Cups and the Seven of Cups in reverse. So you've come out of some sort of an illusion here. You've been disillusioned by something. The Five of Cups. Yeah, it's a lot of heartbreak and sadness here. But I feel like what you've realized with someone is that your love or your relationship was just transactional. Like everything in this relationship was just about what this person could get from you, okay? What they could get out of you, what you were giving to them, or you feel like you were giving so much to them. You gave them, maybe this is even money, like you gave them a lot, and you've been disillusioned by the fact that that's all they wanted from you. That's all they ever wanted from you was what you gave to them. That's it. That's it. This is like realizing that the only reason why somebody's even with you is because they feel like they're going to profit off of you, or they're going to get something from you. Yeah. What's the Six of Pentacles? And then, yeah. And you could have seen, look, you could have seen someone's true colors come out of them when they realized that you're not going to give to them, or when they felt rejected by you in some sort of way. So if this is someone, like I said, that's only around because they want you to give to them, when you stop giving to them, or when you tell them you're not getting this from me, that's when you're going to see their true colors come out. And it's going to be vicious. It's going to be vicious. Because the only reason they're nice to you is because they want something from you. That's it. Thoughts. Yeah. You could be thinking about this, realizing this. Official person. Thinking about an official person. Thinking about a lawyer, or thinking about someone official, or something about money. Something official going on with money. A main male. A main male official. What is that about? The World. Closing out a cycle. Ending a chapter. And getting away. Closing out a cycle and getting away. Leaving something. Going towards safety. Leaving behind bad memories of the past to get to safety. Getting in your boat and leaving, all right? The Queen of Swords and the Ace of Swords in reverse. This has to do with a lie? A lie? What lie? A lie about what? A message. And the King of Cups. A lie about a message between a King of Cups and a Queen of Swords. What is this message about here in this lie? Talking, text, calls, emails. So this is all about a lie or some sort of lies surrounding text calls and emails between a Queen of Swords and a King of Cups. What's the lie? About a divorce. So some sort of text calls and emails, Queen of Swords, King of Cups, and lies about a divorce. Lies about a divorce. Or lies about not being married or not getting married, or lies about a divorce. What does that mean? Victory and success. With someone taking action. Or somebody took this action to get victory and success. The Three of Swords, taking action to cause pain, or taking action because of someone being hurt or feeling heartbroken. Somebody thought they would have victory and success with taking action because of heartbreak and pain. What does that mean? This has to do with a privileged lady coming out of poverty. This has to do with somebody taking action because they're heartbroken, wanting to come out of poverty, wanting to come out of a hard time financially to become the privileged lady. A divorce. What am I missing here? A King of Swords. Judgment. A King of Swords is under judgment, or a King of Swords is speaking? No, Seven of Swords, liar. All right. I was just about to say they're speaking some truth, but no, they're a liar. A King of Swords is under judgment because they're a liar and they're lying about something and they're trying to get away with it. And this has to do with somebody wanting to come out of poverty or taking action because of heartbreak and pain. What is this person lying about here? About being concerned. Being concerned about what? About a breakup. Concerned about a breakup. Concerned about not being a lover, not having a lover. Concerned about a breakup. Concerned about a breakup. What is that about? The clarity and truth. Something about not wanting someone to be in a relationship with someone. Wanting to protect someone, concerned about a breakup, concerned about a relationship ending. This is clarity. This is the truth about protecting someone. Somebody here is lying about a Queen of Swords communicating to a King of Cups, text calls and emails about a divorce or about a broken marriage. What the hell is in these messages? something about a relationship and there being no passion, no chemistry. A relationship, but there's no passion, there's no chemistry. So this is like a relationship that's just about money. Yeah. That's why you left this King of Wands in reverse and broke up with them, because all they want from you is your money or what you can give to them. But what does that have to do with somebody lying about there not being any passion? Text, calls, and emails. Sudden change, shocking news, and epiphany. Who's having the epiphany? I feel like I'm lost. I feel like I'm like, what's going on? Okay, what is this? Somebody lying. The Seven of Pentacles. A King of Swords is a goddamn liar. All right, sorry, but look at this. A King of Swords is a liar. A King of Swords is a liar. A King of Swords is a liar. They are a liar. They're trying to get away with something because they're a thief and a liar. But what exactly are they trying to lie about and get away with? Some sort of text, calls, emails? Lying about texting, conversing with a King of Cups about a divorce. Somebody being concerned about a breakup. The truth about a connection, a relationship where there's no chemistry. Who are all these people? What is this King of Swords lying about here? What exactly are they lying about? Actually, let's start with who they are. Who is this person? Who is this King of Swords that's lying? A main male in the reverse. All right, so they're a liar, yeah, with an expectation. A manipulative liar about a marriage. A King of Swords is a manipulative, lying, trying to get away with it, thieving, stealing, main male in the reverse, and they're lying about a marriage, yeah. A divorce, a marriage, something about a King of Cups, a Queen of Swords, and text messages, and a marriage. Okay. A community. And a gift. This has to do with a community and a gift. Or something a community said about a gift, or somebody giving a gift to someone. Something a community said about a gift, or the gift of marriage. A King of Swords is a liar. They're lying about a marriage. Or are they married? Or is this a married person? Or they're lying about a marriage. There's too many people here. Now I'm kind of, let's see. Who is this? Tell me more about this King of Swords. Lying. About stability, security, permanence, and growth. Okay, so look, there's an obvious truth here, okay? The obvious truth is that you or someone broke up with a King of Wands in reverse, isolated yourself away from this person after realizing that they only want something from you, okay? Something is transactional. They only want some sort of money off of you. That's the only reason why they're trying to keep someone around. You could be married to this person, or somebody's married to this person, and the marriage is only for stability and security. That's it. And I feel like you realize this, that that's the only reason why someone is married. Now, like I said, I don't know if you're the person that's with them or if it's someone else. Just take it how it resonates, all right? But this has to do with a marriage that's only about stability and security purposes. That's it. Now, why is there a Queen of Swords talking to a King of Cups, lying about a divorce? What is that about? I'm not, like, there's too many people and storylines involved in this to really wrap my head around it. So that's the obvious thing here. But there's someone here that thought they could have victory and success with taking action based off of heartbreak and pain. So what is that about? A King of Pentacles in reverse. Someone who's greedy, shady, would do anything for money. And somebody feeling weak or being in their ego, being angry, hostile, wanting to control. Somebody that's very greedy, would do anything for money. This has to do with losing something. Losing something, again, just like the other reading. Losing stability, losing a sense of stability and security. A king, who's a King of Pentacles in reverse now? Poverty, somebody that's in poverty or someone that's in debt. Someone who's losing money, someone that's in poverty and they're in debt. This has to do with someone, yeah, again, it's like circling back to the beginning where you realize or someone realizes that they're in a relationship or they're in a marriage with someone that only wants them for their money. And you leaving this person because you realize it's not about love, it's only what you give to them. And this King of Pentacles in reverse being angry, upset, hostile, aggressive because they're getting left out in the cold and they're in poverty. They're not getting anything. So again, what does it have to do with these messages? I don't get that part. Why is messages, lies and messages significant? Because it has to do with someone walking away. It has to do with somebody walking away and a group of people, somebody being stressed out, worried, anxious, stuck in their head, in fear, leaving, being scared. A group of people. Okay. Or this has to do with friends or family or people around you, like soul family, that are stressed out and worried about you leaving someone because of what they might do because they only want your money. All right. So tell me more about this King of Swords here that's a liar and what they've been lying about. About losing an inheritance, losing a lot of money, all right? So this kind of, okay, so the King of Swords seems to be the one that's like fueling the fire here, all right? So there's one storyline of, like I said, you or someone, leaving a marriage because you realizing that all this person wants from you is your money, okay? And then we have an instigator here, a King of Swords, who's like a third party outsider who's lying about someone losing an inheritance, all right, or losing a lot of money. So who's this? Is this defense attorney or who's that? Oh, I just, look at that. Page of Swords and Justice. So this is defense attorney. This is someone's defense attorney or what? Okay, somebody communicating something here to the justice, a defense attorney. That is saying something about losing family, all right? So why do I feel like this King of Swords is like the defense attorney of the person, of the King of Wands in reverse? The one that's getting left out in the cold, the one that's angry because they're getting cut off and they're not going to get anybody's money. Okay? So this has to do with somebody losing a family or a broken family, a toxic family dynamic, and something this defense attorney liar, King of Swords here, is communicating about this, about somebody being left out in the cold in poverty. So what exactly are they communicating here? Whatever they think will help them win the case, okay, I guess. The Ten of Swords and the Sun in reverse. They think that they can have victory and success here with a betrayal. All right, that's that energy of taking action because of heartbreak and pain. So a painful betrayal, an ultimate betrayal, not coming to light. Yeah, they don't want anybody to find out about this. Okay, so now I'm finally getting it. So King of Wands in reverse is getting left out in the cold. They're getting cut off in this marriage. They're not getting any part of the money. You had to leave, or someone had to leave this person after realizing that that's all they want from you. This person is now trying to cover something up along with their attorney, I guess, King of Swords, or whoever that person is, because they don't want something to come to light about a betrayal, about an ultimate betrayal here, which is probably the ultimate betrayal being this is a black widow that was only married to someone for their money. Is that what they're trying to cover up? Okay. The plan, what they've been working on here, their toil and labor, their plan. A plan with a message. With a message. Is this a message from this King of Swords who's like giving me attorney vibes? Somebody communicating something to the justice system. A message, talking about some sort of messages that they've created, that they've worked on. They've created some sort of messages, what they've worked on here, all right? An official person. So I feel like it's a lawyer. I feel like the King of Swords is a lawyer of some sorts, all right? And they've created some sort of messages, or they've created documents, or they forged documents, or they fabricated documents. I don't know. Working on some sort of messages, letters, documents here about a privileged lady. And the privileged lady is the person that is trying to get away from the King of Wands in reverse. Okay, that's interesting. So King of Wands in reverse is trying to defend themselves now because they don't want it to come to light that they've only married someone for money. And they don't want anyone to find out about this betrayal that they had planned. They don't want the judge to find out. Or it's their lawyer. Something about a lawyer. Something about their house in reverse. They're not getting the house. They're not getting any part of the house or the inheritance. They don't get to live in the house. They don't get to have any part of the house. All right? They got to leave. And they don't want anyone to find out about the fact that they've been... So look, this is like a black widow that only married someone for money and for inheritance. They find out that they're not going to get the house. But this whole marriage or this whole relationship, this is what they've been planning. They've been planning a betrayal in order to get this. And now it's like they need a defense attorney to cover up the fact that they've been planning a long time betrayal to get this money or this inheritance. And they don't want anyone to find out that that was their motive the whole time. So what I'm assuming is going on here is that they're trying to make the marriage look like it was happy and it wasn't about money. Is that what this is? Now they need to make it look like this wasn't about money, or that's all that they ever wanted. They need to make themselves look like they're not a greedy black widow. All right? Yeah, they need to make it look like this relationship wasn't just about money and assets, which it was. So what are they saying? So now they're trying to get out of it. So what is this? How's this King of Wands in the reverse and his defense attorney? How are they trying to defend themselves? Something about losing an investment, not getting an investment. losing a possession, or High Priestess, they're losing their possession. Queen of Wands. This has to do with a Queen of Wands. Losing an investment, losing a gift, losing a blessing. Why is the Queen of Wands here now? Who's the Queen of Wands? A great fortune. They can't expect it anymore. So now they can't expect to get this great fortune anymore. All right. So just take it how it resonates. Either you're dealing with a King of Wands or you're dealing with a Queen of Wands. All right. But they can't expect anymore to get this great fortune. They're not getting it. They're not getting their possession. What they feel like is theirs. It belongs to them. High honor. Something about a lawyer, man. Something about the authorities. A mature woman, false person. A mature woman is a false person. A mature woman that went to high honor is a false person. Why? Why is this mature woman a false person here? Because they want to hold on to something. Something about wanting to hold on to something, keep something in their possession. Ace of Pentacles in reverse. This has to do with not having this blessing, not having this gift, not having this item, this evidence. Wanting to hold on to something, having this is like you have it in your possession, but you don't. You have it in your possession, but actually you don't have it. What does that mean? What is that? It's someone being triggered. This has to do with someone being triggered, being in turmoil, feeling resentment, because they're losing their possession. It's like this again is about somebody that sees another person not as a human, but as an object to possess. This King of Wands or Queen of Wands, I don't know who's who, all right? They see someone, but it's kind of coming out the King of Wands in reverse is the one that saw you as their possession. That's why they married you. That's why they wanted to be with you, because they want your possessions, because they feel like you have enough. And then we have a Queen of Wands here who's a mature woman, who's a false person, also going to the authorities. And this also has something to do with someone being triggered, resentful, because something or someone is their possession and they're losing their possession or their object. Yeah, it's all about, this is mine. I feel like this belongs to me. I don't want to lose my object. I'm losing my object and now I'm triggered. All right, so, and this has to do with this King of Swords as well. Eight of Swords. Someone feeling trapped because of high honor. Something about imprisonment, high honor, the Hierophant, someone in authority. Why is the Eight of Swords here? Somebody's scared, nervous, scared, worried, in fear about being trapped, imprisoned. Taking a leap of faith into freedom, taking a leap of faith and making a judgment call. Taking a leap of faith for judgment, to make a judgment call. I mean, this kind of looks like doing the right thing. It kind of looks like going to the authorities, the Sun. Why is somebody scared though and terrified? What's the Nine of Swords? Addiction, someone being codependent, obsessive, possessive, controlling. Possession, having possession of someone, controlling someone. Why do I feel like, wait a minute. Why do I feel like this, is this Queen of Wands also a victim of this? Like being in an extremely controlling relationship with someone? Feeling trapped in a relationship, feeling trapped in a marriage, feeling scared because they're under someone's thumb, they're being controlled. They feel like they don't have a choice. Did this Queen of Wands go to the authorities and lie because they felt like they didn't have a choice? They're trapped in a marriage. They feel scared. They don't know what to do. They feel trapped in a marriage. They feel trapped in something. They're being controlled. They feel like they're someone's possession. Is that what that is? It is. Five of Swords in reverse. Being able to see through some sort of manipulation, being able to see through some sort of mind games. Somebody can't manipulate anymore. Somebody can't lie anymore. The Hermit in reverse. Feeling isolated, feeling alone, feeling depressed, not wanting to go within about something. The Truth. This is the truth about why somebody won't go within, why they won't look at something. This is somebody that went to a Hierophant. They went to someone in high honor. They went to someone in authority because they feel trapped. They feel like they're being controlled. They feel like they're someone's possession. They feel like they're being blocked. It feels like they're being forced to do something that they don't want to do. And this has to do with a lot of money, 10 of Pentacles, and someone feeling rejected, somebody not getting what they want, somebody being petty, someone being petty, resentful, feeling rejected, unrequited love. Or a marriage that's not based off of love, it's only based off of money. Why is this Queen of Wands now popping out with this King of Swords? Because that's something that can't be seen clearly. What do you mean that can't be seen clearly here, Justice? About a King of Wands. A King of Wands doesn't understand something. They can't see something clearly here. Or is the King of Wands this person, or is this a second King of Wands? There's so many people here, man. Who is this King of Wands now? Because they're coming out with Justice. Who is this King of Wands? Somebody that is not expecting something. A marriage. So this King of Wands is someone married that can't expect something, or they're not getting what they thought they were going to get. They're not getting their expectation. Yeah, something is changing. Something changed in this marriage. They're not getting what they thought they would get. But what does that have to do now with this queen? Or is this the Queen of Wands the same person? But they're coming out as the mature woman. What does that have to do with somebody losing their possession here over another person? This is the truth about someone's strategy, or the truth about why somebody came forward, or the truth about some sort of evidence being presented, or somebody's strategy behind something. All right. can now be seen clearly. Now it can be seen clearly. This has to do with a Queen of Swords in reverse under Judgment. A Queen of Swords in reverse under Judgment. High Priestess. What the hell? So a King of Wands was trying to cause some sort of confusion by using their marriage. It's like they were trying to rewrite the marriage, or how the marriage was, or what the marriage felt like, or what it meant. They're trying to change the narrative around the marriage, all right, to make themselves look better, to hide the fact that they were only married for money. But then we have a Queen of Wands here, who seems to be a mature woman, going to the police, going to the authorities, talking about being stressed out, worried, feeling caged, feeling trapped. Why did the Queen of Wands do this? And what does that have to do with this King of Wands? What is this Queen of Wands also feeling like they're, I'm missing something. Yeah, yes, it has something to do with somebody losing their sense of possession over another person. Losing their sense of, you belong to me, you're going to do what I tell you to do. You're my object, you're not my spouse. Okay? This King of Swords. Why do I feel like the King of Swords is the husband of the Queen of Wands? And this King of Swords is the same exact way as the King of Wands. They're both the same with two different wives, okay? And they're like, you belong to me, you're going to do as I say. The Empress and the Knight of Cups. This has to do with two women. I feel like it's two different women that are very nurturing, that are very giving, very caring, very loving, very giving. Motherly energy, nurturing motherly energy, caring, empathetic, mothering energy. And rejection. Petty rejection, Ten of Swords. This is also abusive. So why is the Queen of Wands doing all this stuff? Because she's also in an abusive relationship. Today, it's all about all different kinds of abusive relationships, apparently. So King of Wands in reverse is that way. But now we have a Queen of Wands who's going to the police or the authorities and reporting something on the behalf of the King of Swords, who's also abusive. Is that really what this is? It's like a bunch of shit going on because men, and this is a specific reading, okay? So guys, like, look, I'm not saying all men are toxic masculinity, whatever, all right? In this particular reading, that's the way it's coming out. You can flip it around if it's the other way around for you, but in this reading, that's how it's coming out, okay? The Moon, it's secret. It's hidden. A feeling of loneliness, of insecurity, of being left out in the cold. This is honestly like you could live right next to someone, or you could know someone personally, and you have no idea what's going on behind closed doors. You have no idea what's going on behind closed doors. With this King of Swords. You have no idea what's going on behind closed doors with this King of Swords. Blocking someone's future, blocking someone's plans, taking action to block someone. The Seven, to block someone, to stop someone. to scare someone, to intimidate someone, to force someone to submit. This Queen of Wands is like forced into submission by this King of Swords. Blocked from leaving, not able to leave, behind closed doors. This Queen of Wands belongs to this King of Swords. It's a sense of you're my possession. This relationship, this has to do with a family and a relationship. This has to do with family and a relationship and a Queen of Swords. It's like, why is this Queen of Wands doing all this? Why are they saying all this? Why are they lying to the police, lying to the authorities? Because of the King of Swords, because they're scared of the King of Swords. All right, that's what this looks like. This person is scared of their husband. It's like you gotta, this Queen of Wands is more scared of her own husband than she is of the police, lying to the police, apparently. She's more scared of her husband than she is lying to the police. Is that really what this is? The house, something going on at the home. Four of Swords reverse, fear, anxiety, restlessness, can't sleep, nervous, anxious, burnt out. This has to do with a relationship and a family. This has to do with a relationship and a family. And someone lying about a relationship, lying about a family, lying. Why is the Queen of Wands lying? Why is she lying? Why is she lying about all these things? Because she's scared and terrified of her husband, all right? That's why. She's terrified of the King of Swords. Wow, okay. Blocking someone from taking action to do the right thing. Is that really what this is? Coming out of fear, coming out of anxiety, not wanting to be scared, coming out of anxiety, not planting the seed, not taking action. Tell me more about somebody not taking action here to go towards someone in the high honor. Or what's the Hierophant? Why is the Hierophant here? Or is it because of marriage? Is the Hierophant marriage or is it the authorities? It's a divorce. That's why this person is not taking action, because of a bad marriage. Concerned about a divorce, concerned about not getting a house, concerned about moving out, concerned about losing a house, concerned about a divorce. I feel like they're mirroring each other. I feel like there's two women, two separate families, two separate relationships, two separate marriages that are actually mirroring each other indirectly. I feel like they don't even realize they're doing this, but they are. Triggers, a karmic relationship, someone being triggered in turmoil, resentful. This has to do with someone having resentment over moving out, losing a house, a divorce, not dealing, avoiding a conversation, call person still angry. Something about making someone responsible for a divorce. Or why maybe you feel or you felt like in the past like someone didn't want to deal with you, or they didn't like you, or they pushed you away. because they made you responsible for a divorce. Not dealing with someone angry, hurt, resentful, and triggered about a soulmate connection. So why is that coming out now? Man, this is a long reading. I'm sorry, guys, but there's a lot of information here. Four of Cups and something about a marriage. Something about feeling rejected because of a marriage. Feeling rejected because of a marriage. So this is giving me like, okay, so let's say someone is married here, all right? Someone that you know is married, maybe for the second time. It's giving me like second marriage vibes, all right? So maybe the first time they were married, it ended in divorce. And this person, okay, it's giving me like parent-child. So let's say you're the child, all right? And this is like a parent that you feel made you responsible for the first divorce or something like that, like from your other parent, right? Or you felt like maybe they held a grudge. Maybe you feel like your parent held a grudge towards you as a child because of a divorce that doesn't have anything to do with you as the child. But when you're a child, maybe sometimes you feel like your parent gives you the blame for the marriage not working out, right? And this is like then a second marriage where you maybe felt like your parent was also pushing you away because they like subconsciously blame you for their relationships not working out. Like you could feel like your parent holds a grudge towards you for a divorce. Like a parent blaming the child for the marriage not working out, if you get what I'm saying. And then a second divorce, a second marriage where they then don't want anybody to be involved because they don't want their kids to ruin this for them again, right? That kind of a thing. Even though it's not the kids that are ever the problem, it's like the parent, right? But that's what this is giving me for some reason, okay? Yeah, that was something that was said or communicated here about the weight of a burden. Something, Queen of Swords, this has to do with something that was communicated here about a responsibility or a burden that you feel like, so if you're the child in this case, right, it's like you feel like you're carrying this burden, or this is something that someone is putting on you as if it was your responsibility, like they're giving you the blame for their marriage falling apart when it doesn't have anything to do with you, but they're like blaming you for it as a child. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, feeling like that it's your responsibility, or feeling like someone has put this on you, like you're the blame, it's your fault. And it feels like you felt, or someone here felt like there was someone holding a grudge. Maybe even due to like a lack of accountability. So if your parent doesn't want to take accountability for the fact that their marriage failed because them and their partner, they're looking for someone to blame, so they blame the kids, right? Now, that was a little side note for some reason. So it's like, okay, I don't know why that's important. I have no idea why that was important, but why is that important? Because of someone lying about a relationship, lying about a marriage. All right, this ties back into the beginning of this King of Wands in reverse being married to someone only for the money. Somebody leaves this King of Wands in reverse after realizing this is only about money. Now the King of Wands is trying to uphold this fake image of the marriage and how it was actually good. And I guess what they're trying to do is trying to blame the child again. That's what we're doing here. Again, that's what we're doing. So we're trying to blame the child and trying to put it back on the child for why the marriage didn't work out. Or is that what this is? Or lying about, maybe they're lying about you, if you're the child in this case, saying that you are holding a grudge for a divorce. So are they trying to flip it around? Maybe they're trying to say you're resentful as a child because your parent got divorced and remarried. Is that what they're trying to say? I don't know. I mean, it's one or the other. A King of Wands in reverse. There he is. There he is, the Black Widow snake. Really? What is he trying to say? Something about you feeling petty, you feeling resentful, you being mad at your parents and feeling it's like you having a temper tantrum, you being a petty child towards your parent because they got remarried. That's what this is. So they're trying to blame you, all right? So King of Wands in reverse here, Black Widow snake that only married someone for money, is now trying to blame you, the child, and say you're resentful, if you're the child in this case, and say that you're resentful. Or if you're the person that they married, then they're trying to blame your child now and say your child is resentful towards you because you married them. No. If anything, someone is divorcing this person because all they want is money. That's it. That's it. It doesn't have anything to do with resentment over a marriage. Like, especially if you're a child of divorce, right? If you are a child of divorce, you saw the divorce coming, okay? Most children of divorce see the divorce coming a long time before it happens because the parents just don't get along, okay? They don't get along. They fight all the time. They try to stay together for the kids. The kids grow up and they're like begging their parents, please get a divorce, all right? Because you guys don't get along. And it's even like if you felt like a parent resented you for the divorce, that usually happens because you might have one parent that tends to take the children's side, and then maybe one parent gets jealous or feels like, it's like it doesn't have anything to do with the kids. It doesn't. It's just that there's so much tension in the house, and then the kids are there, and then one parent is always taking the kids' side, and then like don't yell at them that way, or leave them alone, and then the one parent starts feeling rejected. It's like, why are you always taking the kids' side? And then it's like, it's not our fault. It's not the kids' fault, right? But that's a side note here. But it's like, if you saw a divorce coming with your parent, you want your parent to be happy. And if they find love again after getting a divorce, you wish them happiness. You wish them love. You wish that they could find a happy, loving relationship. You're not mad at them that they met someone new. Like, come on, we're adults. We're adults here. Like, if your parent wants to be happy with someone and that person is a good person, a good, loving, caring person, then you would be happy for your parent. But if they're dating a King of Wands in reverse, who's abusive and who's only after someone's money, why would you want that for your parent? You don't want your parent to be with someone like this. Duh. Who wants their parent to end up with someone who's just using them for money and doesn't even love them? Would you want that for your parent? No. Isn't that an obvious thing? I mean, so now they're trying to say, no, our marriage was perfect, and somebody else, the child, is the problem, or there's this family member, they're the problem. They're just resentful and jealous of our relationship. What relationship? This person only wanted someone's money. There was no love there. This person never loved you or whoever this is. That's not real. It was only for money the whole time. And you, if you're the child in this, you probably saw it. You saw it. You saw what this person really wanted, and that it's not love. And if you wanted your parent to leave this person, it's because you saw that this person doesn't love them, doesn't care about them, only wants one thing. All right, so, man, anything else here? It has something to do with a gift, jewelry. Like maybe this King of Wands in reverse, maybe this is someone that buys people's affection because they don't have any real love in their heart. They don't know how to actually love someone, give someone affection or anything. This is someone that will buy someone presents, buy someone's affection. That's how they do it. And if you have a parent, or this is you, and your love language is gift giving, oh, that's a dangerous combination, because you'll think that it's love when someone buys you things, but they treat you like shit the rest of the time. Right? So they'll buy you expensive jewelry and expensive necklaces and expensive vacations and expensive this, and you'll think it's love, and the whole time it's literally just manipulation. Okay? The Five of Pentacles. Yeah, this person is a broke ass, has nothing, all right? Has absolutely nothing. And the only reason why they were with someone is for their money, because they don't have anything. They don't have anything, all right? And if you go up to your parent and say, look, this person is using you for your money, that's all they care about. That's not you being resentful and hateful and jealous of the marriage. That is you looking out for your parent going, don't you see what's going on here? This person is using you. Okay, that's you caring about someone, really. Like a Queen of Pentacles in reverse, trying to get away with something. Who, like, every time a new person comes out. 6-6, it's all about getting and receiving money. All right, somebody is trying to leave something behind and have victory and success. With sabotage, all right? They're trying to leave their Five of Pentacles behind. So this person is always in the fives, 555, and they're trying to leave that behind here by latching on to other people. Three of Pentacles, latching on to other people. Latching on to other people. That's how they do it. This is a hopper, all right? A city hopper. A King of Cups. Something about a King of Cups and someone moving out of a house. Somebody losing a house, leaving a house, somebody leaving home, going away, moving out, all right, working together with other people, moving out, leaving home. Feeling trapped with death. Trapped with a death, trapped with an ending. Imprisonment for a death, imprisonment that leads to an ending. Trying to put someone in a web. This King of Wands in reverse, they only had one motive, and that was to put someone in a web, bind them in a web where they can't get away, web them, tie them up, just like a black widow. Make a web, put your prey in it, try and tie them up, and just let them wither away until a permanent ending. That's it. This King of Wands in reverse, all they had, they didn't love someone. If you're this person's ex-husband or ex-wife, they just wanted to possess you. They see you as an object, and that's it. An object. A shiny object, and that's it. And they don't want that intention to be seen clearly, that that's all it ever was. So now they're trying to blame the kids, blame the family, blame the friends, blame every single person. Because they lost their shiny gold nugget. Classic, really. An Emperor in the reverse who's angry that they're not getting an inheritance. A classic abusive psychopath. Psychopath. It's a psychopath. It's definitely a psychopath because this person doesn't love. They don't care. They don't love someone. All they want is to possess someone. They're not getting an inheritance. They're freaking out about it. You moved yourself to safety because you don't want to be around someone that only wants you for your money. And now they're getting angry. Their plan didn't work. They don't want to be exposed for planning a slow, painful betrayal for money. And now they're trying to blame every single person except for themselves. That's it. All right. Yeah. 6 again. They want victory and success and they want to get away with it. That's it. They're a psychopath. Textbook. You could look this person up. You could look psychopath up online and textbook. Really. One after the other. That's who they are. All right. Oh, look at this. Love bomber, manipulate. A love bomber that then is only love bombing to steal. A love bomber that is only being nice and loving in order to steal from you and deceive you and manipulate and take everything that they can from you. It's a devil in disguise. That's it. That's who they are. They pretend to be nice, but they're not. Every single nice thing that they do, it always has a hidden intention behind it. They will never do anything nice without a hidden intention to deceive you behind it. That's it. All right. And I guess their whole alibi right now is, oh no, I love my wife. I love my wife. I love my spouse. I love them. It's everyone else that's jealous of us. Everyone else, their whole family, all of their kids, everyone is jealous of our relationship. They just don't want us to be together and be married and happy. That's their alibi, really. What relationship? What love? That's not love, okay? This is somebody using someone, and that's it. Everybody's just jealous and resentful. They don't want us to be together and be married. No, well, they're right about one thing. They are right. They are right about one thing. Nobody wants them to be together. True. All of someone's friends, all of your friends, all of your family, all of your kids don't want you to be with this person. True. But not because of what they're saying, all right? Not because they're so loving and they're so affectionate and everyone else is jealous and resentful. No. Because they are a psychopath and they're dangerous and they're coming in to steal from someone, and everyone around you can see this person's true intentions, can see what they're actually after, can see that they're not a good person, they're not nice, they're using someone, and they're just letting someone know this is not love. We don't want you to be together with this person because they're not a good person, period. All right? And that's all it is. Queen of Wands in reverse and the Two of Cups. And this somehow parallels with a Queen of Wands in their relationship. But I don't know why. I don't know how that parallels. I mean, it kind of dipped into that a little bit. Manipulation. Manipulating something about a relationship. Page of Cups. Somebody being absolutely disempowered. Someone having no strength, feeling disempowered, feeling weakened, having no more strength. Because of all the fighting. Oh, did you hear my back crack? Jeez. Oh, damn. A Queen of Pentacles and a fight. This has to do with a fight about a Queen of Pentacles and a Queen of Wands in reverse, feeling weak, disempowered, insecure in a relationship. It's almost like something here is parallel. A mask, what someone is hiding behind closed doors. Why they're pretending. Why is this Queen of Wands in reverse pretending these things? Why are they hiding these things? Why are they saying these things? Why are they wearing a mask and not showing their true feelings? Because they're also with someone like this. They're also with someone like this. One-sided relationship, a golden mirror, a self-absorbed narcissist, love bomber. What is this Queen of Wands in reverse? What is this Queen of Wands hiding? Why is this mature woman going to the authorities and doing this? Why are they pretending? Because of they're married to a narcissist, just like you. Just like the one married to the King of Wands in reverse. Just like that. It's the same. Focus on self-worth. Yeah, doing what's best for themselves or somebody that's selfish. So I feel like in this situation, it's actually not the Queen of Wands that's the problem. It's the King of Swords. But the Queen of Wands is the one that went to the authorities. So the King of Swords is doing the same coward shit. Cowardly. Yeah. Using her as a pawn, isn't he? He's sending her forward to lie because he's the coward. She's being used as a human shield, just like Queen of Cups in reverse was, or the Queen of Cups was. Queen of Wands is being used as a human shield by the King of Swords, isn't he? Wow. And she's scared of him. Breakup, separation, silent treatment, abandonment. Clock. Needs time. It's taking time. It's going to take a lot of time. Or why has she stayed silent this whole time? Because she's scared of her husband. That's why. Because she's scared of her husband. King of Swords. It's the same thing. Yeah, that's the truth about the risk that she took. That's the truth about the leap of faith that she took. So these are like two different families that have very similar, they have like parallels. It's not the same, but it parallels. It mirrors each other. It's like this Queen of Wands is, they did something with the police here where they lied to the police and they're staying silent now. It's like, why are they doing that? Because they're also scared of their husband. They feel disempowered. They feel weak. They feel like they don't have another choice. They feel trapped. They feel like they're in a birdcage. They're being used as a human shield by their husband. Yeah. All right, that was a long reading, guys, so I'm going to leave it there. I really hope this helps, okay? Let's see who's involved in this. A Virgo. October, February, and January. Aquarius. Cancer. That was Leo that wanted to pop out. A Capricorn. May, and a Gemini. And a Libra. September at the bottom. Okay, so I'm going to leave it there. I hope this helps, guys. Thanks for watching. Until next time. Bye.